But trust me, it can get a little ugly if you come in here and you're not an Eagle. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Georgia Southern Eagles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The returner will field it and bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the App State Mountaineers offense will get the first possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. Right back to the well. Fights off the defender. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Wilson to pass. Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Bringing it back, it's Murphy. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Georgia Southern's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt. They got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone. They executed that perfectly.
Boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Coming after him. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Lets it fly. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Snagged in the middle, it's Bradley. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's John. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The back goes in motion. Wilson will throw. Finds his tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. They'll put the tight end in motion. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out in front of me, I'm getting this first down.
They're bringing heat. Makes the grab, it's Smith. And a good job. They stop it after just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the game, and they move the sticks.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. Away. Great play on defense.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Feeling some heat. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Utah. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's caught. It's Lawson. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. Motion from the offense. The play action fake. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Wilson to pass. Throwing right. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Myers on the move. Got him, and nobody's close. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's got the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? With the catch, it's Lawson. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down. They're going to throw it again. Got a man. It's Tucker. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball in. All the way in, and it'll be 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
He's going to take off. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Pressure coming. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. They're setting up the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, and the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The Eagles will have it 1st and 10. They move the tight end all over. Looking downfield, it's French. He fires one deep down the right side.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. They'll give it to him again. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Georgia Southern.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Mountaineers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Getting some heat. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And now on second down for this offense. Dropping back, it's French. Pocket starts to collapse. And he intercepts it. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a... for his offense.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll run it from the gun. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. The Mountaineers want to move quickly. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Wants to pass. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
You haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers. On to attempt the try.
number 27.
Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And, Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You've got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Looking to throw, it's French. They're trying to get to it. That pass is in.
Incomplete.
Might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got room on the return. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, App State.
Appalachian State.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
13.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
A pickup of 5, marks it at the 36-yard line.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jones. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and they're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll try to get outside. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play, and they pick up a big gain.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Trying to slam in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Here comes the two-point try. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
19.
Fielded in the end zone, it's John. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because type game, so a lot to process and think about.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Wilson will throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Trying to get to him. He's going to run it. And he is not going to...
The QB.
Defense gets him on the ground.
At the 8-yard line. All right, fans, let's make some noise. It's 4th down.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Running it back, it's Murphy. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that moment.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. Wilson to pass. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's caught. He'll have enough for the first down, and they... Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. When you get into those critical points now to get the first down, you don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And the Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the fifth time today. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense emergency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great. So, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Line getting set on second down. To the air, it's French. Coming after it. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough.
To the tight end.
But it will be enough for a first down. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to the air one more time. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but...
Was called.
Big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Eagles are moving quickly down the field. Trying to find his man on first down. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, App State. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
19.
Fair catch, called for and made. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Back to throw, it's French. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws for the tight end. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before... first down.
How about that? 4th down, I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
The Mountaineers look to do some damage in the red zone. Running back searching for a hole. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Now on 3rd down for this offense. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up across the street from each other that went to different schools, Jesse. You can feel it.
David, you're absolutely right, and I wonder because it was a rivalry game, did the losing team get a little overhyped? It just looked like they were pressing too much in this football game. They made too many uncharacteristic mistakes, and as a result, they take the L.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.